Sagittarius, and welcome to your May of 2016 tarot card reading. Alright, I usually start out by pointing out that I use the Thoth deck, which I've always enjoyed. It's my favorite deck. That's just in case anybody's curious. Also that I go ahead and shuffle, get the cards laid out, get them ready to go before I even turn on the camera, simply because that saves us both a lot of time. I just don't think a tarot reading online should, over the internet, should take 30 minutes. It's easier just to get everything ready to go. Now, the way the cards are laid out. These cards are the sign of Sagittarius going in to the month of May, how the month is going to begin. These cards are from the beginning of the month going to the middle of the month. These cards are from the middle of the month going to the end of the month. These cards are considered advice from the spiritual world. And these cards are the things that will be out of your control during the month of May. Okay, so we start out with work, which is growth, an increase in material things, business. So you're starting out with the growth card, which is a good way to start a month. But you also got oppression, which is malice, selfishness, ill will. So even though you're starting out on a good note, you've obviously got somebody here who's going to be trying to give you grief. There's going to be somebody that's holding ill will towards you, somebody that's trying to mess with your plans. But then you have the Fool, which is God's ideas, insights. So you're going to be really on your game. You're going to have good ideas, good thoughts. It's you're starting to increase at the beginning of the month. Although there is somebody here with ill will who is trying to mess with your plans. So let's see how the month starts out for you. You start with the Eight of Cups, productiveness, beauty, pleasure, happiness. I mean, apparently this person ain't messing with you too bad because you're starting out in a really good place. I mean, beauty, happiness, that's a good way to start the month. Then you have the Prince of Discs, which is a young man who's practical, capable, competent. He's somewhat dull. Okay, he's going to be coming into your life around the 1st of May, so you might want to watch for him. This is just as you're getting into the month of May. And then you have satiety, which is peacemaking, generosity, matters arranged as you wished. So whoever this person is that's giving you grief, you're going to have them out of your hair as you go into the middle of the month. And you're going to settle it on your terms. So that's a pretty good way to go. Now from the middle of the month going towards the end of the month, you start with swiftness, which is boldness, courage, activity. So you're really on your game this month. Things are looking good. You've got the energy to keep it going. You've settled these conflicts that were started at the first of the month. You've settled them, and now you're really kicking into gear. Then you have the Prince of Cups, a young man who's an artist. He's passionate. He's intense. He's also ruthless. So he'll be coming in as you're going towards the end of the month. He'll start playing a role in your life. And your last card is luxury. Success, pleasure, desire, the seeds of decay in the fruits of pleasure. So you're having a good time by the end of the month, but you might be earning some bad karma in the process. But you're still really enjoying yourself. So that overall is not a bad reading. You know, you do start out the month with opposition, with somebody giving you grief, but you do finally get that settled, even though it's going to take you to almost the middle of the month. And from there on out, the rest of the month goes so good that by the end you got the seeds of decay because you're enjoying yourself so much. So, cards that are considered advice from the spiritual world. We have the Knight of Wands, which is a man who's generous, impetuous. He has pride. He's very prideful. It's probably advising you to watch out for him. But then you have happiness, which is pleasure, happiness, physical well-being. So that is more or less being said throughout the whole reading. It's advising you to enjoy it. The Knight of Discs, a man who's patient, clever. You know, he's probably a farmer. They're saying you might want to turn to him when you really need some advice. Now when we get down here to the cards that are out of your control, Debauch, promises unfulfilled, deceit, lying. Again, that's right here at the first of the month. You know, and it says you're going to get that, but it's going to be fairly intense because these things will be out of your control. Then you have the Princess of Wands, which is a young woman who's individualistic, she's daring, she's brilliant, and she'll be out of your control. And the Prince of Swords, young man, he's creative, he's full of ideas, but he's unstable. He slays as fast as he creates. So he will also be out of your control. Still, overall, that's not too bad of a reading, Sagittarius. You just might want to watch the karma you're building up by the end of the month. If you enjoyed the reading, I hope you'll subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when next month's readings are posted. Until then, I'd like to thank you for watching.